Keith Lee,
Yes,
for those who are uninitiated, is a TikTok star, like mega stardom, former MMA fighter, turned food critic, like sitting down on his Paw Patrol chair, just trying different things, and kind of created a career out of just
he's a
trying
fighter.
food. Yeah, he used to be an MMA fighter. He's kind of a scrawny guy, so you're like, what? But
I don't know anything about him. I seen one or two videos that he did. Well, not that he did. I think everybody was going off about a comment that he made about a restaurant, but I didn't really
yeah,
dive into
so
it.
yeah, he made national news when he went down to Atlanta and had an issue with some of the, I guess, the celebrity
Yeah, yeah,
culture and how the
that's what it was.
restaurant scene kind of is, and how some of the best restaurants that you might want to visit as like a tourist, if you're not like a star, you're gonna wait, and you might not be able to even get some takeout. Like they got a lot of rules apparently. So old Keith Lee, he said like, "Hey, we're doing the family tour. Still, we're going to New York. We're going to Atlanta. And now we're going to California in the Bay Area," which everybody, they didn't have a problem with him going to Atlanta, even though Atlanta kind of wild. But they had an issue with him going to the Bay Area, where they were like, "Hey, listen, we don't want you to get hurt. Like, California kind of wilding right now." I want to hear your, I guess, your take on like, did he risk it all for some food? Like, did he put his family at risk? Like, let's watch the video
Did
first.
he
He did. Let's watch the video
go?
first. So, one second.
The other day, I announced that the first stop on the Keith Lee and family food tour was the Bay, and I saw not only a bunch of tweets, but a bunch of news articles say stuff like this. Of course, I did some research, and now I'm fully aware of what bipping is, and I don't want no smoke. With that being said, I always say I'm a vessel of God. I go where I feel like I'm supposed to go. I walk by faith and not by sight. And I heard a lot of people call the Bay Gotham City. And the way my mind works is that's even more reason for me to come. I was born and raised in inner city Detroit, on Joy Road, Evergreen to be exact. Yes, I was pretty sheltered because I had amazing parents. But if growing up in Detroit didn't teach me nothing else, it taught me that the toughest situations breed the toughest people. And more likely than not, the most talented people. So I'm still extremely excited to see what the Bay offers. And with that being said, before I get out the car, all possessions are gone. I don't never carry cash on me. I don't got nothing on me. It's empty pockets and a phone. And again, I adapt to my situation. If it come to that, we buy the DoorDash food the whole time we there.
Okay. So I love that he just put it out there like, "Hey, I'm still coming to your city, but I'm not going to be carrying a bunch of cash." Like, I know normally he like tips heavy, like he might tip $1,000 at a restaurant that he likes, which is a lot of money. That's a big tip. But, hey, I'm not carrying cash. I'm not, just a cell phone. If you want to rob me, steal a cell phone, that's on you, buddy. Like, but is California really that bad where people are putting out PSAs like, "Hey, buddy, don't come. Like, don't risk your family's life for some food"?
I don't think so. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think so. I think mainly because he's a big name and he'll draw a lot of attention. But for an average person, no, I don't, not in my opinion. I go everywhere in California. So,
Right. About how far are you from Oakland and the Bay Area?
ooh, I'm a ways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a ways, probably maybe like a 10-hour drive.
Oh yeah, that's far.
Mhm.
We got a guy said no, but the potential for bad things happening is much higher. Um, Reason why Seattle and Tacoma are similar. Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I'm a big Seattle Seahawks fan, they're like, "Yeah, don't necessarily go there because there's a lot of homeless people and a lot of drugs, and it's kind of a problem." So
I was
I've
there last year.
yeah, I have not been there yet, but I've been to Sacramento, San Francisco, passed through Oakland. Like, eh, depending on where you go, like you definitely want to be in a car. Like for me, just because I'm not from there, I don't know, I guess, the rules and protocols, and like, hey, don't kind of hang around these people. If you see people who look like this, maybe just keep walking because they're affiliated in this way or that way. Like, I know you said you feel like you can go anywhere and everywhere, but are there different rules? Like when you're traveling in California, that like, hey, as just a regular person, as a civilian, as somebody who's not in any gang nonsense, and somebody who's not messing around with you're not destitute, so you're not literally walking the streets, living in a tent. Do you have to carry yourself a different way when you are moving around in certain parts of California, or what's that like for you?
I mean, maybe some people may be fearful and they need to.
Yeah.
I don't. I travel everywhere. I travel shit. I take my whole family down to El Salvador and stay in Airbnbs and
El
surf for a
Salvador.
week. So,
That's
I
exciting.
mean, my kids go to Nicaragua. You talking to me about going to Oakland? So,
Yeah, you
you know
sound
what I
pretty
mean?
fearless, because here's the thing.
It is
I know
whatever. It
for a
is what
fact
it
you
is.
can't travel with guns like that. And some people feel like the gun is a safety blanket. Now,
Yeah, no,
unless you want to
situational
tell me.
awareness and being on top of your game is what you need. And I mean, I think as far as him is concerned with the big name and him doing, lives and feeds from all over the place, it'll attract more attention for him because there'll be more people looking for him. And
Mhm.
that's where you get people trying to flock to where he is kind of like, what was that guy's that got killed in that restaurant in Roscoe's? I think his girlfriend, I did a video there and they found him PD or
Roscoe's.
something like that. I can't
Oh,
remember
PB
what it
Rock. Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Some with a P. I can't remember. But it's things like that. You use your social media and people use your surroundings to be able to track you down. For me, they
Yeah.
ain't looking for me.
Yeah. Yeah. PNB Rock was killed at a Roscoe's. And
Oh, is
so
that what it
that's
was? PNB Rock?
that's
Okay,
correct.
yeah.
People will triangulate your position. There's actually a guy on social media who he'll sit in front of a building and basically have a live stream going, and people will come and find him and I guess like win a watch or something like that. I
Oh,
still
I
haven't really
see
figured
that.
out
I see
exactly what
that.
he's doing. But I'm
Uh-huh.
just like, that's insane. Are we encouraging people to triangulate your position just based on a singular landmark? That's insane.